Hey everybody, welcome back to Mike's Wooden Things and Stuff. Stop driving by. I am doing things that involve video production. Hey, again. Two more commissions from my friend at the local art gallery that I've been doing some work for in some of these videos. She wants a sandwich board and a new table because she sold one of her tables that she painted up all nice, but it held some display stuff. It was being used as a display, but then she sold the table, so now she doesn't have anywhere to put the things that were on the table that are also for sale. So she wants another table to paint, which she'll then probably sell out from under the things that it's displaying, and then she'll need a new table again. But it is what it is. You know, I'll make her some tables once in a while for her to paint up. But first things first, sandwich board, so that the tourists can find her store. So we're going to try to make a sandwich board today. I got some cedar fence slats, some fence slats, and we're going to rip them down, rip off the rounded edges, make them into a sandwich board with some like insertable, replaceable panel things that can go in it, so that she can put different specials and things on it and put it out on the road or on the sidewalk or wherever she's going to put it. Sandwich board. Next video will be a table. Hopefully both of those done this weekend. I got a long weekend. I'm going to try to crush them both out. Let's go. Sandwich board. First ever sandwich board. This might go not well too. Okay, so we start by ripping the rounded edges off the fence slats. So we've got some crisp sides to work with for putting mortises and stuff in later. Oh, look at me go. It's super fast. Don't saw this fast. It's dangerous. I'm an expert. Alright, so now we've got all the boards all cleaned up. And we've got to start cutting some angles on them. So I grabbed my little 45-degree sled. I did the top at 24 and the legs at 36. So I need two 45s on the top one, and then I need all of the legs to be the same length. So we gang them up, tape them together, and take them back over to the crosscut. It's not a sled, it's just a miter gauge with a piece of wood on it. And make sure they are all the same length. That blade looks scary that high, doesn't it? That's about as high as I would ever want to put a saw blade, that's for sure. And then we start marking out the floating mortise locations on the mitered corners. I went with 2-inch, I think, mortises, 2 inches in from the outside corner. So then we transfer those to the surface, and we can get the router out and start routing some mortises. Plunge it in, scoop it across, and I believe I went about 1 inch deep, so I did 2-inch tenons, which is this oak hobby stock stuff that you get from the home store. Just makes really good floating tenon material. You just cut it to size, round over the edges, because the router obviously makes rounded edged holes. And then you just chop it. Oh, I guess those are way shorter. I guess I went about 1/2 inch deep into each side, because those look like they're only about 1 inch long. It's plenty strong though. It's a sandwich board. It's not getting a whole lot of abuse. And we test fit it all together. And look at it. Oh, hey. Yeah, it all comes together nice. And then once the top is together, we can measure for the support piece in the bottom. Go fit it and just nudge it until it fits. And there we go. And then we can mark the spots for the mortises in that too, using the same ones that I cut over on the bandsaw a second ago. Clamp it up, put the mortises in place, or put the tenons in place, draw them on. And oh, I'm fast at gluing too. Look at this. Holy. I am really, really fast at stuff. Get it all glued up. Glue. Get some glue in the mortises, some glue on the tenons. Jam it all together, clamp it up, and we got 2 sides of a sandwich board. Sand all the joints and do an initial sanding on the whole thing. And then we can get to routing out. I bought This is the first try of doing a rabbiting bit with a router. So we set it to the depth of the panel that I'm putting inside, and this is a little bit scary if you've never done this, but there we go. We start it, test, make sure it's the right depth, and then just go all the way around the outside of the inside of the thing, and route out a little channel for the panel to sit in. Gotta square off the corners because I don't feel like rounding off the corners of the little panels. I want to be able to just cut those square and insert them. Give it a nice little sanding so it's smooth, and then we can start fitting the internal panel parts after I'm done sanding. Be done sanding. They don't need to see all of this. You got the point. Okay, now we measure approximately, cut it a little bit big, just nudge it over until it fits, and then it fits that way, so we do the same thing on the bottom. And then I just got a piano hinge from the home store, taped it onto the top, and pre-drilled all the holes, put little half-inch screws in it all the way along. And this is me finding out that I put the hinge on the wrong way because the damn thing doesn't close. So that's awesome. I guess we gotta take that hinge out and flip it over. Loser. Look at the loser, put the hinge on the wrong way. But, you know, this is learning. We're all learning together. You gotta screw things up before you can do them properly sometimes, apparently. Hey, I hope I didn't leave this clip in here, the whole thing of me taking these screws out, because that would suck for you guys to have to watch me do that. Oh, okay, here we go. Anyway, flip it over, put the screws back in, and I should really learn how to edit videos better, because I don't think this is necessary either. And here we go. That should be the last one, hopefully. And then it'll close all up nice and be a sandwich board. Close it up. Be a sandwich board. Yes! Look at that. Sandwich board. And now I count out, I think I did about a dozen chain links times 2, so it can't splay out and fall down. Make sure they're the same number of links, and I just screw them to the inside of the sandwich board. And there you go. Essentially, it's a sandwich board. I asked her where she was planning on putting this, and she wasn't sure whether it would be out in the street getting rained on or sort of under the awning by the front door, so I decided to go with an exterior spar urethane for the finish. And yeah, it turned out really good. That's it. That's all. Shiny. Well, there's the sandwich board. I think it turned out okay. I got the little insert panel things for it that she's going to paint up with information and sales and things. And looks pretty nice. Cedar looks pretty nice with a coat of exterior spar varnish on it, I gotta say. Alright, thanks for watching. See you next time. Happy today to you. And happy tomorrow too. I still don't have a sign off thing. Bye for now. Alright.